Good evening, builders. We're back with some more Shadow Empire. Last time around, we had quite the breakthrough in our war with the Major to our west. We were able to liberate Liberty and make some pretty good headway. Unfortunately, seems that there's something a little wonky with this current patch, that the AI is getting to kind of beeline tech a little harder than they should be able to, but we seem to be able to, let's say, hold our own for now, and hopefully we'll be able to continue to push forward. We have another town right here, and the main prize is somewhere around here where they have their capital, so hopefully we'll be able to nab that. We've been upgrading our troops and desperately trying to make ammo. We just cannot seem to dig ourselves out of this hole that we have with the ammo, to the point that we're probably going to need to just upgrade our ammo factory in the near future. We're setting up for some railroad right now. We're building a station here, and I believe we finished the railhead. No, we're working on the railhead here, and then over here, hopefully in Liberty, we'll get that real soon. I did have a comment asking, they thought maybe that the income had been reset on workers. Yeah, you are correct. 0 base salary. Let's take care of that real quick. I don't remember, we were doing something and this page got reset and I must have just missed fixing that slider. So let's get in there. Well, yeah, we definitely had something. So we should have 1 credit there, and we should have our 5 salary. And you know, this seems to be working. Okay, no, I did put 200 recruits on. Yeah, that's fine. I doubt we're gonna see any of those anytime soon, but maybe at some point we'll get it. Okay, there we go. Pay fix there. Let me check in with chat here. Looks like we're gonna do okay. I was out in the field at work today, and right at the end of the day when I was driving back to my place of employment, somebody had like caught a hanging fiber line and ripped the fiber for about 2 blocks on the other side of town. Like, I could see the ends of the wires just ripped out and hanging on the ground. So luckily I don't think I'm connected directly to that, and I don't seem to be affected, but I was a little bit worried that we were gonna have problems tonight. Cygnus says, just saying hi because I'm not gonna be awake when this starts. Well, hi Cygnus in the VOD land. Hey Shinosuke. I was trying to go back and finish House of Legacy. There's a playlist. No, whatever I did for House of Legacy should be on that playlist. The ending should be relatively clear. Gonna try a Shadow Empire game without midcore. I don't know why, but good luck. Droog says midcore sucks. Oh, I disagree, man. Playing with traffic signs is just pure misery. While there are some tiny differences, they essentially work the same. Rycom, good morning or evening from me. Sergeant McGoal, hello, all excited to finally catch a live show. I've been stuck in VOD land since I moved to Graveyard Shift. Oh, hopefully that's not going to be a long-term move for you. I've never had to work Graveyard, but I did work some really late shifts back when I worked in dial-up tech support. Again, if that ages me. I worked until midnight quite often while going to school. That was not fun. Lichlord says, hey Bubble, did you see the message on Discord? Seems that the AI can use larger aircrafts on level 1 air bases. I did not see that. That's interesting if that's truly the case. Morning, Abby. Good to see you. Okay. Well, thank you, Shinosuke. All right, let's go ahead and hop fully into it. So, plans for tonight. This war is the main plan. It looks like he's captured a lot of territory, but I'm not seeing roads heading out that way. I am seeing a road heading this way, and I did have a suspicion he captured something down here. So, and then this is all nomad territory. So he probably has 3 towns if I had to guess. Hopefully, as just more and more things come online for us, we'll do better and better. I also was having a thought that for this world specifically, we might make a V2 of the light infantry that adds in maybe 10 or 20 RPG guys to our attack groups, just to give us a little more punch against armor. If he's going to spam it that much, I'm never going to be able to have an equal amount of armor, at least not until we capture those ruins. So maybe we could get away with that. I don't generally like that type of unit. I feel like you're wasting the RPGs a lot of the time, but in this specific case, we might do that. All right, let's just check everything once over before we end turn. We're building rail. We have a power plant. We're losing a little bit of oil. That is very worrisome. We're full on electricity. How full? No, we're full on water. How full? Sold due to max storage. Quite a bit. Okay. And we are turned down for the one we own all the way. So I guess we're getting some from taxes that is ending up being sold. That's fine. Power is going up, but slow. But we just finished a new power plant. So we'll see what that does next turn. Over here, right, we did an agrodome. I believe that was over here. Yes. Probably gonna need to get that larger. Yeah, we're at about half storage. I definitely would like to be at full storage and selling a little bit. But let's wait for the rail to come online next turn before we fiddle with that. We do have some supply problems, but I'm pretty confident in saying they're all ammo. Yeah, it's all ammo. Which, I mean, not good, but that's okay. All quiet on all fronts except for the western. We do have not what I want to do. We do have reinforcements moving up to join our line. They may just go in right here, or maybe I'll just bring them over here. Either way, we'll figure it out next turn. We do have a surround. We keep getting them, but then they keep getting broken. Hopefully we can maintain this one and just wipe out a nice little stack here of various things. We look at our reinforcements. Go ahead and bring in a few more. Yeah, have some extras, Let's even go a little higher here. So let's do one more, just so we have a full set if we need them. And I guess the same with the buggies. I don't want to go too crazy on the buggies. Actually, hold on. Is that the new buggy? I gotta remember where we're at. Buggies. High speed. Okay, that is the new one. So those should be regulars. Those should be lows. Okay. And what are we designing right now? Are we on the RPG? We're doing new infantry motorbike. Right. Right. We did a bazooka and then I immediately got new tech for it. That's right. Yeah. Okay. We're researching. Why am I feeling blind? There it is. Guided RPGs. Yeah. And for the Economic Council, nothing at the moment, but I don't think we have anything unlocked. I think we're actually... Yeah, water soil recomposition I don't need. And that's the only... That and solar energy are the only two things. Okay, yeah, so that can be in Discovery. That's fine. Spring Council could use a little bit more BP. Food for thought on that. Gray, you can fly planes in, but they can't take off if they're oversized. It wouldn't surprise me if the AI gets to fub that a little bit, but I have never looked into that. I've never caught it, at least. Next week, you'll work from 1 p.m. to 9 p.m. So this will... Oh, you're having a schedule change? Man, everyone's having their schedule change. I'm going to have my schedule change. It's going to be crazy. Is Kuna Town new? I think we just discovered it. What do you got? Looks like it's an ice mine and not much else. So probably a bunch of stupid people living here just to annoy me. Should you create independent RPGs to get some into-field training? It's possible. I don't like independents that aren't attached to things though. And I kind of want to go for a scout and a tank in these three for the time being. I think we're just going to upgrade to the newest model before we even build any, and then we'll figure out what we're going to do from there. Did Bebel look or say something about the new zone orders? Yes, I did fix that. I had a comment on YouTube about it. Was that you, didn't it? I thought whoever it was Teneth or something. I'm sorry, I got your name wrong. Something I saw in a recent playthrough. Alone, it seems like it is somehow just devouring miners politically much more aggressively. Maybe they're actually using the peaceful Diplo. This planet has no farmers, so I don't think we have to worry about that at least. Okay, let's go ahead and roll a turn, and then we'll hopefully be back into it. Have we unlocked the last democracy card? No, we need that discovery center, or innovation center, or whatever. Once we get that, I think we're gonna try to go to the computer one, and we'll discover how that goes. I think we can skip spoiled democracy. It doesn't have anything that's like vital to what I'm doing. There was one at the very end that I really liked, but I don't know if it's worth going into that for most of the game for one feat that I kind of like. Whereas the computer one, especially if we could get the research bonus towards all the robotization techs, would be really nice. Yeah, shuffle around all you want, but don't break through. Nice, okay, we held. Okay, we did not hold, but that's not total freedom. Okay, I can use our machine guns here to reinforce that. Yeah, we just can't quite get our feet under us here. Unfortunately, like I said, they're ahead of us in tech a little bit. They're already rocking combat armor, which we haven't even discovered, and that's really helping them out. Like the denationalizing assets from Spoiled. Yeah, that would be kind of cool. And I do see a use case in this game specifically for it, but am I going to go into it for just that? I don't know. All right, we killed 600, we killed 10 tanks, we lost 800 infantry and 10 motorized. Boo. Decadent corruption. Cabinet retreat, war game. Okay, not too much to say there. Interior Council task priorities. Again, nothing to change there. Okay, simple turn, but that's okay. Okay, so very sad that they got that punch through. I think I am gonna deploy. Okay, you go in there. Okay, let's do this. Let's deploy these machine guns and try to keep them pinned. And then do we have anybody who's ready to do some attacking? A couple. All right, you and you are about the only two people here who are ready, and yeah, not good enough. Okay. All right, you come down here. All right, yellow. All right, you come over there. Let's actually swing out and threaten some more cutoff. And we'll bring yellow up here for a possible attack or something. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, yep, all my yellows are in place. I really wish we could get these guys hooked up. They're probably going to attack this next turn. There's not overly much I can do about that. Well, you can go in there. Okay, and I'm actually going to pull that. All right, we're just going to have to maintain again. Ammo is going up. We finished the railhead. We have 1 turn left on rail, okay. And our food is going up, but I think I'm going to just commit to investing in this. So let's look at level 2 is 2 rounds of 2 machines. So let me just go ahead and print 4 more machines so I don't forget. And construction, do it. Okay. I don't really want to poke any bears or anything, so I don't think we're going to fiddle with that. You come on down. Okay, we do need another group of MGs. However, I'm worried about the ammo, so I think we're gonna hold off a couple more turns. At least until I see everybody else fully ammoed. And you are working on a barracks. I don't have any colonists to send, so I think that's about all I can do there. Let's take a quick tour of strat cards. Farmers don't have walkers. Some of the farmer offshoots do, though. The Guardians do, and I believe they're technically a farmer faction. And there's another one, too, that's like Guardian. Boston is dying. Oh, yeah, you're right. The Galactic Empire. I believe that is this guy. That is not good. I would have much preferred to be in charge of that. That makes me sad, but there's nothing I can do about it. Yeah. Ooh, that's spooky. Yeah, with the... I guess Vic said that... I don't know if it was a bug or a misbalance or what, but essentially, the higher AI you play, it gets to cherry pick text that it wants rather than having to kind of take the randoms. And that the amount he's allowed to cherry pick is a percentage, and the percentage was too high. So essentially, they just beelined all this military tech, and that's why we're having so many problems. Whereas I have not discovered any new military tech, so I'm waiting on that random chance. Okay, to that end, let's actually send some spies into Galactic Empire, if I can. That's Boston. Okay, maybe it's just a random guy that got caught somehow weirdly. Yeah, I can't. Galactic Empire. Yeah, he's not on my list, so I can't send anybody into that. I guess we could send some more into Boston and see if that'll help. I would like to know if I'm gonna have another front open up. Okay, nation-wise, we had a couple things we were working on here. So we were doing Mission Impossibles. Yeah, look at the skill rate. That's right. I forgot. Right at the end of stream last time, all of my good karma was cashed out for a couple good high capacity leaders. Gray Fates being one of them here. He is our new HR director. Never before, I don't think, have I put a Cap 5 in HR, but we were very desperate. We were very desperate. And one of the reasons was his high leadership allows us to roll Mission Impossibles.
Roger that.
All right, we failed, but barely, and we still get a fate point. All right, then we'll do a cabinet retreat, 4% relation, and a bunch of XP. And yeah, no reason to wait. Let's just play the war game. 1 relation, 122 XP. We like that. We like that quite a bit. Okay, we're actually rolling in fate points a little bit. I think let's get some more GR stuff. Let's get the combat simulators. Not as high as priority as some things, but I can't use the shell cameras yet, so. But it leaves me with 3 points. I kind of want to keep 3 points because I want to be able to play Motherlode. Or no, was it Motherlode? I think it was High Tech Vault. No, maybe it was Motherlode. No, whatever it was. Oh, we also have a docile AI. You know what? I will play that. I will play that. Give me a docile AI at the front.
Roger that.
I would have liked to save for 3, but yeah, that's just too juicy not to. 10 Sentinels, and who doesn't have an attachment right now? We go to Order of Battle. I'd like to see my infantry. The second, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's full. Yellow does not. And then I gotta remember my numbers. We have the third. Oh my goodness. The third, the 10th, and the, what is red? Second. With the 10th. Oh my gosh, just click on all the buttons apparently. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I think I'm gonna attach these guys. It's the 10th or the 3rd. Let's do it on the 3rd. And we'll try to use him to come in on the flank. Yeah, let's do it on the 3rd. So you change HQ. Oh, we can't. Really? I don't believe you. Okay, apparently yes. Maybe he just needs a turn because he's brand new. All right, for now, go ahead and march over there. Okay, HQs. We do have a defense. Who do I have that doesn't have a defense right now? Okay, the 12th has one. The 4th has one. The 11th doesn't. You know what, though? I might actually check these first. Okay, you can have it. Just in case we have a war pop off over here.
Copy that.
Recon and force. Oh, we got to rush. Okay, I may replace somebody. Rush is better than infiltrate in my opinion. 30 more action points is probably better than 40 attack. Sentinel is considered a militia unit. Yeah, you're right. You are right. Okay, then I still may play the assassin android. Can we do that? I want the sentinels.
Copy that.
Okay. Anti-grav. You know what? Oh, no, can't do it because he already has a unit feat. Okay, that's fine. An actual combat trainer. No role required, gives him a combat trainer feat. Doubles XP of troops he's embedded with. Some point. Farmers have armies that include sentinels. Well, it's only a certain subset. It's the guardians and the... I don't remember what the other one's called. There's like 2 of them that get that. But very annoying. Very annoying. Okay. I think that's it. We set up our buildings. Still working on the barracks. We set up the dome. Still working on rail. All right, let's run it. The R&D teams can go themselves. Maybe. I would prefer to put it on some tanks. I definitely want the assassin droid on that, though. The droids make those so annoying to try to take out. As we saw with the season, what was that, 5, I think, where we died to that. Don't forget reinforcement. I did forget reinforcement, but I think we're okay because I had spares. I've tried to get in a better habit of doing that in case I forget to double check it. We actually have not been having terrible losses, which is a nice change of pace. All right, you guys gonna get out or you cooked? You're looking mighty cooked. I also very much don't like this. I really hope that's just some random unit that wandered in and got surrounded. Nope, no it is not because he just attacked. Well. I hate it. I hate that a lot. I don't think there's anything I can do about that though. Bought in Zippley CEO, time of corruption, legendary speech. Gives us virtue, okay. Cabinet war game and a defense. Alright, just checking down the line. The 9th does not have one. Alright, 9th. There you go. Major worker strike in Liberty. For 40 credits, I will buy peace of mind. Yep. Easiest 40 of my life. Okay, now we finished the railroad. We'll get to see the true effects of that next turn. Let's go ahead. I think I just need to commit. We need a bigger ammo factory apparently, because we just are never getting done with that. Also, my electricity is full, and we wasted quite a bit. So let's turn down to 25%. Okay, we're building our dome. We're building our barracks. All right, and I will do that. I'm really committed to not letting these guys escape. Okay, we'll move yellow down. All right, is there a world where this makes sense? Yes, there is. Okay, give them a prod. Let's see what they got. Okay, a little bit of arty. Boo. Okay. I do think that's going to allow me to attack. So if we go all the yellow plus... Why am I blind? Where's my mech? Oh, he can't attack. Okay, hang on. We'll chill on that then. I don't want to attack without my mech. Okay, and then over here, this would be red's turn. All right, let's prod this. My poor scouts. They're having a rough time of things. All right, let's see what we can drum up. So this would be basically reds and oranges. Let's let them sit on that a little bit. Okay, hopefully we finish this and then we can get our railhead up. I really need to get some more ammo in there. Okay, you're still building, you're still building, you're still building. Okay, Boston still exists. Yeah, look at this. But for how long? God, the second I move forward, these idiots are gonna slip in and attack me. I just know it. That is annoying. That is super annoying. All right, we'll check reinforcements just for you. They're not making it to the front is the problem. It's logistics. Yeah, we have everything except for buggies. We have enough of them. And I will make several buggies. We're probably not changing buggy models anytime soon. Okay, and I don't dare make another unit with the amount of ammo we have, so we just need to chill on that. Yeah, sadly, I think that's gonna have to be it for this one. We did get Spy. All right, now, can I actually target? There we go. Galactic Empire. See if we can at least see what they are looking like. And then we have another Mission Impossible.
Roger that.
We still failed for 1 fate point, but look at that, 110 skill. Gray is like rapidly raising his leadership skills. I knew he could do it. Cabinet retreat in a war game. Yeah, war game. 1 in 56 XP. Cabinet meeting 8% and 138. Wow. Okay, how are we doing on leader relation? Are we cool? No. Okay. A lot of these are going to be commanders and reserve pool. Yeah. Yeah, that's basically that. Okay. Do we have any retirement cards I want to play? Yes. Reserve pool is pretty thick. Jammy is kind of not happy. Jammy's really good at fighting though. He gets to stay. Who else isn't happy? Alana, not good at war, does not get a stay. So we will try difficulty 23. We're never going to get her with that card. I can just tell you. I don't know if it tells me on here. Yeah, seniority 10, and she's higher than that. If we went up to a bronze gift, do we have one? Yeah, seniority 30. Let's give that a try first.
Roger that.
Success. Goodbye. Spend a little money to do that, but frankly, probably worth it. We got a lot of troublemakers sitting around here. All right, Cherry. You are pretty crap. And you don't like anything I like. Goodbye, Cherry.
Roger that.
Who else? A 6. D. You suck, but you're good enough that I won't instantly get rid of you. Okay, you're kind of crap. You actually have good stats, though. I'm looking right here at difficulty to pick my targets. You're okay. I don't like their profile, though, and I know you're good. All right. Oh, we can't get rid of it anyways. We actually burned our way through a few hundred political points with those Mission Impossibles. All right, let's run that. Gray says, you are about to set up a train station in the capital. Don't know if you did yet. Yeah, it's building. It just finished last turn, Gray. Also, you've been leveling up your leadership like crazy. Just FYI. You're almost to the point that we should be able to succeed Mission Impossible. In fact, it's already possible that we could do that. We're just not making the roll. Okay, yeah, the next thing really is that train head over here. Actually, train station over here. We did count that out last time. Did we turn down a BP office? Nope. The only thing we've turned down in this one's a biofuel. Grace says, I'm actually good this game. Yeah, sometimes I feel bad when people get named and then they just like do absolutely nothing for the entire campaign. Or they just fail like crazy. I think Andrew had one of those. I don't know why. All of a sudden I keep feeling like my mic is like way too far away, but like it literally is attached to my desk. Like it physically cannot change positions, so I don't know why. Am I shrinking in my old age? Hopefully I'm coming through okay. Volumes look all right. Or they just quit 3 turns after you name them. Yeah, would somebody do that? Be the best person in the nation and then just walk away to leave us to our death? Surely no one would do that. That'd be just cruel. Social cultural service. I should probably look up and see what that thing does. I don't think I've actually caught somebody with it. Queen's Fort violated our borders. Discovered medium tanks. Okay. Change the budget. Campaign director. International event. Will improve relations. Okay. Co-opt minor elite. Must be played on a minor. Must be at peace with the minor. Bribery skill. I'm not entirely certain what you exactly do. Okay, we didn't get a new feed. I'm pretty certain I can say that. We got all 3 of the good cards. Another commercial project. All right. Well, Queen's Fort is right here on my border that doesn't have enough people. Perfect. I would be disappointed if it was anything else, frankly. Okay, we did finish the barracks, so before I get distracted, you have to be an actual rail station. There's no shot we're going to be able to recruit over there, but we might be able to recruit up here. Raise formation with an OHQ. Nope, absolutely not. What do we do over here? Raise formation. No. No logistics. Are you serious? What is going on with my logistics? We're still having horrific problems down here. Why are we still having horrific problems down here? We have our rail. We have used up all the logistics. 1,000. Why is that acting like I don't have a connection here? We have rail going in. Let me just double check. No, not Sealed Road. Rail from there to there. No cost because it's already done. No cost because it's already done. I guess we just sent out that much ammo. I mean, we definitely used it. Like current points, we have like 19 points here, or 197, which is basically nothing. Okay, well, I mean, it is what it is. I can't change that. New org. I don't think so. Not at the moment. Supreme Council task. Okay, now we're getting to the point where I'm going to start knocking off general strats. Okay, we're waiting on the new RPG tech. We could design a medium tank. I'm not going to be able to build any, though. Let's just not do it. We'll design it later when we have better skill. So let's just no orders them for now. Ancient underground complex in Droogsville. In the ruins below Droogsville, we found an intact underground complex. In it, we found an operational Galactic Republic grade AI mainframe. It's full of 5090s that haven't burned up somehow. It's softly bleeping with a small red light rapidly turning on and off. It's obviously still functional. We could talk to it. We could make sure it doesn't talk to anybody. We could destroy it. Obviously, we're going to talk to it. On an oratory skill roll, I rolled a 66 versus a difficulty of -5. The AI gave me a long discourse on high galactic ethics. Finally, the AI showed some information that our scientists discover mines. Okay, actually, mines are pretty sweet, although that's only going to make our ammo use even worse. Railhead stations. I do have the railhead. It's right here, and it is finished. I'm not certain what's going on with that. I guess maybe we literally just were able to ship that much ammo. We delivered 1,297. I'm not 100% certain on that. We've already got our road paving in, so I don't need to do that. Yeah, I guess it just is what it is. I think I'm gonna pull up, well, shoot. The ammo's still gonna be a problem. I do see a lot of greens though. So I think that is what happened. We basically just had a big ammo shipment. Hopefully we're gonna start seeing... Actually, let's leave that on current points for now. Hopefully we're gonna start seeing our replacement troops going out. Yeah, moving armor or buggies is really hard and expensive for logistics. All right, starting over here. No, starting here. I'm sorry, scouts. I'm so sorry. Just get out. Just get out. Thank you. All right, we got the recon we needed though. All right, can we make this a thing? 1 to 1.1. If we add some more, we don't help ourselves particularly. I don't think so. Let's continue waiting on that one a little bit. All right, over here. Tell me about these again. This poor buggy group. Run! All right, now here, this will be yellow going in, plus the mech with the assassin droid. A very advanced droid from the Galactic Republic era. Its speeds and blades are without par. Provides the troops it's embedded with 200 attack bonus and 200% HP. I'm gonna be really salty when this sentinel gets killed. But as it is, we did excellent. All right, you know what? And I'm going to move the Sentinel there. Maybe we'll use him to help with that attack. All right, and yellow, move up. I do have a yellow there. Okay, I'm actually going to pull these. I think I might even pull these guys too. Yeah. I hate it, but I think I need to. Now, you can't leave because I need you for now. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Yeah, I guess Teal's gonna have to peel off and they'll go start supporting this border. 2.2 turns on the ammo factory. And you know what? I didn't build more machines. Let me throw a few more machines in the furnace. And we're actually having metal issues. That is a little surprising to me. I did turn the mine up, so good job me. Okay, that kind of means I need to improve one of my mines. And I think it's going to be this one. Actually, hold on. Which one's better? 6, 21,000, 8, 32,000. This is way better. That's way higher access. I'm almost tempted to motherload this. I probably should. The sooner the better. So we come into zone. Motherload. In Droogsville. Go. One of our valiant prospectors made an amazing discovery at our mining operations in Droogsville. It will have +1 level of easier to mine. Level 9. Oh, baby. All right, but we're not done. Let's also try to play a peripheral. If I have one. I do. In Droog. Go.
Order acknowledged.
The reason being, they made it so that you really should play your peripherals early. They give you more and they hurt less if you play them early than late. I really want to try to target this one if I can. If only we had a mobile shield. Yeah, unfortunately we haven't really found a lot of GR, nor have I got a lot of GR cards. So that just kind of is what it is on that. All right, I think I want to save a little bit of PP, so I'm not going to play anything else. Let's go ahead and roll that. All right, tea time. Oh, that's right. They had those rares. Grumble, grumble. So we're at war with 2 majors and we have a 3rd one on our eastern border. That's not good. Luckily, our pop-wise isn't too terrible. We're almost at 300,000, if I had to guess. But, you know, every 5 squares is an extra 5,000 troops I need. More like 6,000 almost. I do think we're going to be able to crush this set we've got cornered, though. Yeah, I'm not loving that. Take back the rare mine? Maybe. Yeah, maybe. I don't really want to poke that bear, though, if I can help it. Not when we have that much gap in our lines. I'm going to assume they're probably as technologically as advanced as our current guy is. Really could use that combat armor. Suffered no losses. Infantry, assault infantry army. I think that's the one I like. Maybe we can splurge for one of those if we can fix our oil problem. Okay, start with our decisions. National budget, no changes. Policy speech. Soldier morale, pop happiness, percentage of soldiers. I mean, pop happiness is probably pretty doable. As Liberty gets happy, that'll just happen. Economic tasks. No changes there. Light armor, yep, keep target, that's fine. Minor worker strike, they want 300 credits. All right, that's a little expensive, but I really don't want to shoot people. Okay, here, I want to extend the one that has level 9 ease of access.
Order acknowledged.
Okay, how do we do? 160, we have a success. We found an exceptionally rich peripheral area. During some detonations, there were some dirt slides, and some of the existing reserves are now harder to mine. Note that we also lost an extra level of ease of mining because the original ease was really high to start with. That sounds like I'm being punished. It was hard to maintain. 24,000 extra minerals have been located. We lost 3 levels. I guess I should have played this first and then Motherload. But that's okay. It's not the end of the world. 6 is still fine. Excellent lieutenant in the 6th. We'll take a veteran captain, please. Yeah, I think Motherload afterwards would have been better. I didn't realize you got an extra penalty for it being high. But it's fine. Like I said, 6 is not bad. And 56,000 metal is pretty solid. So I'm happy enough with that. Okay, you. And actually, we have no ammo. So yeah, it's not that the railroad wasn't working. Ironically, it's that it was working too well. All right, so I can't not have ammo, so I'm going to go ahead and produce 1,500. Because we're not stopping. There are no brakes on this western front. And I see we got reinforcements in, which makes me happy. All right, scout them. I hate it. All right, not the end of the world. Man, how did you get a warrior knight? That makes me a little sad. All right, Red, you're up. Do your best. 1.8 to 1. Do it.
Engaging enemy.
Yeah, kill off all those guns before they have a chance to shoot my tanks. Beautiful. Beautiful. That's what we like to see. That's what we like to see. All right, I didn't even use my walker. Okay, so Teal is heading this way. So let me have you march out that way. Okay, you are GR troops. Honestly, those are really not going to be able to do much. That's fine. Come on up that way. Okay, and then we kind of have everybody all mixed up in here. I would like to separate them. So... Alright, you come here. Go there. Okay, no pink in there. That's fine. Okay, pink taking their place on the line for the time being. Another pretty big group. Let's get you up here. Okay, and then orange. I kind of want this tank to go south, but it's easier to lodge it if they're closer to the road. So let's just do this deployment. Let's get orange in here. Okay, another... I'm bringing the mercs back. And red's gonna trend a little further north. You can go bang into that. Okay, yep. And I could get a partial surround. He's going to be able to pull back anyways, and I don't want to put myself in a bad position. If we did yellows, 1 to 1. What if we threw in our mech? Kill the tank, guys. Kill the tank.
Mission complete.
All right, well, we still won. Okay, you need to head up here. You know, I said I didn't want to poke that, but I do want to at least look. I mean, if you didn't want to fight, you shouldn't have started the fight. Are you also... Oh, you conquer something over here too. Okay. I don't love that. Okay, just get a little scouting done there. 1.7 on rails, partially because we didn't have enough metal. Oil's going up, electricity is okay. Yeah, we're selling off water, that's fine. Where are we at on that ammo factory? 1.7. They thought they could breathe the smoke. Turns out they can't breathe the smoke. No, well, forever you're going to be chaos now. But you said it wasn't chaos. It lied. But you said chaos would never lie. Well, they lied when they said that too. Still a little salty about those. Power still max. I can't turn my power down any further. We're at 25%. So we have 150 spare, although some of that will be used up, like say when this gets built. Oh, we didn't start expanding my mine. Or when I expand this mine, which I'm going to do right now. Okay, 1 machine for 2 turns. I definitely need to make a couple more machines.
Aye, aye, sir.
There we go. I am so glad we actually have metal. One of my favorite things about last season was actually having metal. It was like playing a totally different game. All right, this is kind of a cluster, but it's our cluster. We have points. Let's get a spy. Apparently I need some more spies into Queensland or Queenfort. I don't know, maybe we'll invade Queensland. I think we're gonna keep playing Mission Impossibles. Gray is up to 115 skill. He's raising this like crazy. So we only need to roll a 35 to succeed.
Roger that.
There we go. You know, ask and you shall receive. 2 fate points and a stunning dapper mustache, just like Gray. Good job, team. Yeah, I used to not realize that failing Mission Impossible still gave you 1 fate point. And I also never like really purposely tried to get leadership people to play the card. It's so good. It's so good. Yeah, then you can actually afford all the cool GR stuff and whatnot that normally you never can get. If you don't play with epochs, that's another place where, or not epochs, is it difficulty? I think when you raise your difficulty, you don't get them from, is it admin level raising or conquering? One of the two. You get less fate points one way or the other. Okay, I think that's it for the turn. Building, building, building. We did some fighting, we did some shuffling. I'm not even really interested in engaging this. I kind of want to just build a front line so that I can swing somebody down here. Maybe we can thunder run the road. So we'll have to wipe this out. So we'll have orange and red concentrate on that, and we'll have yellow concentrate on just keeping this busy. You get more fate points when playing on hard. You get them every time you change epoch. Really? I thought it was the opposite. I'm very surprised by that. All right, what do you guys got? Hopefully nothing, so I can get all my forces into position. I will try to remember to check next time we change, Gray. I think we're in corruption for quite a while, unfortunately. Yeah, all quiet. We like that. We like it to be quiet. I really need another MG unit, though. Like, really soon. Boston getting got. Man, I feel like the other AIs are so much ahead of me. I wish we could have gotten Boston, too. I'd have to declare on the major to get there, and I just can't. I can't have a third major war. All right, no losses. Pushing your faction to be less populist. Okay. We have 6 turns in Decade of Corruption. Our pop happiness we got there. Gained due procedure. I don't know what that is off the top of my head. We finished guided RPGs. We got another defense. Militia commemorative plaque. Yes. Reduced populism. All right, so this is from purple. Yes.
Aye, aye,
Blue is the ones we like. Okay, so we discovered mines, but we didn't get the mine tech. Mines, it's a defensive thing. It's pretty good. Gives all land theater individuals 75 attack points on their first counter attack. That's noticeable. And it's really nice when you kill the enemy. Remember we talked last time about if you're the attacker, you have to spend 2 rounds charging, blah, blah, blah. This is a nice devastating hit.
Yes,
Let's
sir.
get that. Upgrade Homecastle to a major city. I think yes. Because we are so quality of life focused, I can actually afford that. Okay, next turn we shove the ammo factory. Next turn we shove the metal mine. Next turn we might have the rail. Okay, all those are good things. Did he really abandon that? I mean, I won't say no. If you're just gonna give it to me, I'm gonna take it. I wasn't planning on it, but I don't have a rare metal mine otherwise. And then we need to connect that. Let's actually do it from here. No, let's do that as a dirt road. Okay, I can't connect it yet, but next turn we can. Okay, how good are you? I didn't even check. Not stellar, but hey, some is better than 0. Okay, then over here. This is basically coming together how I want. So I need yellow to kind of pony up to this angle. To that end. Do it.
Yes, sir. We're going in.
Yeah, just some mostly artillery left on their own.
Mission completed.
I'm very sad that they were able to get away somehow. That feels like that's not how that should work, but sure. I still feel like I'm missing a yellow. 1, 2, 3, 4. There you are. All right, I'm gonna do that again. Threatening to encircle usually freaks the AI out. Okay, and you. Yeah, notice the sudden lack of tanks everywhere. It's like they're running out of steam here. Okay, let's start up here.
Engaging enemy.
Again, I'd really like to kill off that artillery. Then again, it's not very effective artillery, and it's probably causing lots of ammo problems when he fires, just based on how things usually go for me. Okay, and red, yep, come on down. God, I'm almost tempted to do one more attack here. Okay, take that, threaten that. I need to get this red and orange separated. In fact, you know what? I'm having enough trouble. Let's change this. Maybe a little lighter orange would be better. I'm not sure that really did much, if I'm being honest. Okay, do we have a world where we can do this? This should be... This is almost like a peachy color now. That says it wouldn't be great. But is that true? I don't know if I believe that. Do it. This is the only major tank group we can see.
Mission accomplished.
Okay, acceptable. All right, let's get you out of there. Okay, now I think I have them separated finally. Let's have you come forward. Okay, and we're finally making some positive ammo. Is that because we finished or are we just finally caught up? Okay, we finally caught up. Then, am I allowed... Okay, I kind of want to pull them up here, but we don't have railroad connection yet, so let's pull them up here. Raise formation, MGs, freedom guns, grunt fours. Oh, did we I think we captured somebody. Freedom guns and dust warriors. Yes. Let's go look at that. Yeah, we actually remember we have the negotiator guys or whatever. We got these guys to join us. They're actually better than our troops. Man, I so wish we could take their combat armor apart and learn a discovery for that. Okay, we still have enough to make another group. Probably next turn I will make another one. Let's go ahead and produce a few of these. And actually, let's do a few more. Not 50. No, not 50. We'll do 10 spares. And machine guns. 10 spares. We still have 5 light armor. Still have 60 buggies. Also, we finished the RPG tech, and I don't think we're researching anybody. So let's get into the model design. Give them a call. Model design. Bazookas. Hang on, was our structural design okay? I don't think we even looked at it. RPGs. Design. 116. Okay, yeah. We're not going to change base. But we are going to upgrade them. So, you build upon thunder strikes. Guided RPGs. A 50% increase in firepower, FYI. Still on paddeds, unfortunately. Once we get that, we'll produce some. But it will be 0 next turn. Ooh, yeah, you're right. Metal will be 0. What are we spending that on? I mean, I guess it's here. Is it worth investing in large universities for the tech bonus they give? The short answer is yes. The long answer is I generally don't upgrade anything except for barracks above what I need for quality of life. So usually you want to keep your 4 quality of lives even, and you just want to raise whatever's the lowest to bring up your total quality of life score. I generally raise barracks higher in danger zones because they add to the danger event rolls, making like riots and monsters and raiders easier to deal with. I don't, off the top of my head, know of anything the university adds a roll to. Hospitals add to like bacterial outbreaks and the like, or wounds. So that can be kind of worthwhile. Bossum seems total dead. No, they're actually pushing back. Yeah, they actually pushed Gaunt back. Gaunt's actually surrounded. Universities add grandeur for diplomacy. True. Yeah, if you're going to Diplo strat, that might weigh it in that favor. For a pure tech bonus, though, I generally don't. It's not bad or anything. It's just another thing to build, more electricity, more worker pay. So I generally just use it as I'm raising quality of life. Although, you make a fair point with grandeur if you're actually getting some Diplo done. I don't know how much Diplo we're going to get this game, if I'm being honest. Because didn't we say Gaunt was elitists? That's Boston, Gaunt. Yeah. You can ally with elitists, but they need to be like a certain faction. And I've had zero luck with it, so I'm not holding my breath. And Queens was a warmonger? No, you are also an elitist. I'm literally surrounded by elitists. Wow, okay. Interesting, I suppose. Okay, other things. Yeah, you guys really need a hot minute to rest up. Hopefully having this here will alleviate that a little bit. And I already forgot it. No. Okay, next turn we can build that road. All right, let's run it. I really need to get my Secret Service up. We just are not running enough spies at all. Shino says sometimes the map doesn't update in the fog. Yep, totally. I wish there was a little bit better interface for spies. Like you could easily click on a zone and see how many were active, what your chances of getting caught were, etc., etc. As it is, I generally just throw spies wherever I want more data. Yeah, notice as I extend my front line, the nomads just travel with me because they're jerks. Oh, he attacked. We held. That's fine. I kind of feel like we partially broke his back. I don't know. I don't really have a good explanation for why we're winning over here. Maybe he had the same ammo crunch we had, but we just solved ours and he didn't. I believe we saw a fight. The heroic breakthrough one. They had really bad supply issues. Every day I'm shuffling. God, whatever happened to those guys? They were kind of one-hit wonders, weren't they? What was that? Oh, the one guy was Red Foo. I can't think of the band name. We killed 200 infantry. Beautiful. Moral high standing. Yeah. You know, I'm sure it's going to turn out really well for you, lady. Decade corruption. Civ level raised. Only fate pack on tech level increase on regular difficulty plus. Maybe that's what I was thinking about, Gray. Okay, cabinet retreat, 0 retirement, another spy. Rallies in favor of Bone Man's faction. Okay, we like that faction. The populace is holding rather huge rallies in favor of me and my faction. I know this is causing some inconveniences, but with the election coming up next round, I count on your sympathies for our system. It might cause a little bit of unrest, but democracy should come first, right, sir? This sir should be capitalized because that's a new sentence, since you have a question mark here. Do you let the rallies continue? That also should have a question mark after that, because that's a question. And then, or some sort of punctuation. In the rallies by force, let them continue. Yeah, sure. I want them to win, so we will let those rallies continue. Rallies in favor of Shogun's faction. Popular League. Hold on. I thought... Oh, that's the same faction. What are we doing here? Let the rallies continue.
Order acknowledged.
All right, we're going to build up quite a lot of unrest, I have a feeling. Rallies in favor of Parkinson's. Okay, now I don't like that one, but you know what? I think we're just in for a penny, in for a pound. Model design, no changes. Moral grandstanding. Okay, so what do you want? A philosopher of high standing is urging people to welcome in the violent barbarians from the wastelands. They're actually good people, goes the argument. They just need an opportunity to integrate, and they'll be upstanding citizens. As you might have expected, the wastelanders are causing havoc and pillaging our warehouses. I'm gonna stop the overzealous citizens from letting the scum in. Yes. No more damages, please. We need to roll... Geez, we need to roll like an 80. Youch.
Sir, yes, sir.
Critical success. Good job. We still lost 1,900 people. So, yeah, could we please stop letting in people who are murdering us? Might be a good idea. Just saying. 2,000 people died. Galt Empire foresees war. Say the line again, Babel. We're not gonna go to war. They did not. They're not impressed. They're hostile. Perfect. All right, new commander for the 13th. D would be fine. Jammy would be pretty good. All right, Jammy, you're in. Don't be sad. There's your job. All right, and let's go ahead and start deploying towards the front. Okay. And let's also build that road. There we go. Are we good? Yeah, we're good. Yeah, we have 2,700 spare logistics now, so yeah, things are kicking in. I'm gonna go back to used since that's not a problem anymore. Okay, we still did not manage to finish the rail because we didn't have enough metal. We did finish on another mine, or upgrading it. And honestly, because this one has decent access, they both do. All right, they both do. We'll upgrade this one too. All right, one machine, some metal, etc., etc. Yeah, do it. Come in here. We'll make 4 machines so I don't forget. LMAFO, yes. That was the band, yeah. I thought they were pretty funny. I mean, I do tend to have a comedy band or two that I do find humorous. Weird Al fan. In the grim darkness of the far future, there's only war. Yeah. Okay, what is your problem? Didn't get as much ammo as you had hoped for. Okay, that's fine. Let's actually go ahead and sealed road this. We'll probably need one at some point, and I'll just make this a little bit easier. Okay, now. Where are we gonna go with you? I think... I really don't want to waste a turn, so I think we're going to attack. All right, that's probably safe enough.
Yes, sir, we're going in. Mission complete.
Hopefully I will never have to live to eat those words. All right, and then you... Let's actually run a cutoff here. Okay, it's fine, TM. Okay, you're having supply problems, but I also need the hex, so yeah. Sorry. That's way too much. Okay, that is like way too much. Yeah, just you. You got this, man.
Engaging enemy.
Beautiful. Okay. Okay, red. All right, we're not the best in the snow, but we're not misery either. Yeah, we're having problems getting supplies here. Let's do... Did we finish? Okay, we're still not done with the rail. We really need the rail, is what it comes down to. Me fiddling with dirt roads is not going to change the situation here. I really just need it to finish. All right. This is why I kind of wanted to save that tank. Do it.
Attack formation.
Ugh.
Objective locked.
Dang, that was a bad one. What are you looking like? Who's in charge around this place? Nick Spisa, 10th Light Infantry. You got some skills. All right, just had a bad run of things. Oh, I see. This is a highly veteran tanks. Okay, that makes sense. I don't like it, but it makes sense. All right, I'm already trying to move you. I would like to pull another unit, but I don't think we have the ammo. In fact, I'm gonna have to buy some dang more ammo. Yeah, do it.
Aye, sir.
I have never, ever been in a situation where we had an ammo factory and I was producing thousands of ammo. All right, we're slowly getting there. One of them is a tennis player. Oh, huh. Like professional, I assume? Yeah, good for them. Hey, Miles. Evening, everyone. Sorry I'm late, but the mutants ate my homework. We grabbed Liberty? We had Liberty last time, but yes, we did. We liberated Liberty. Heavy diesel engines, those gonna be guzzling up the planet's fuel? Yep, sure will. That's why we need to get this before he drains it all. Matthew says, you're on my second monitor, Babel, so sorry if you already said something, but you sound extremely exhausted today. Hope you're doing well. I am very tired. I work on a contract, and we're coming up towards the end of that contract season, so like it's project finish time. I was out in the field basically all day. So I spent all day driving site to site to site. And somebody was out at a conference today, so there were only 2 of us in the office. It was very tiresome. Very tiresome. I feel like today should be Friday. And I felt like Monday should have been Thursday. So it's been a week. Well, I don't want you guys to catch the fatigue. You know, we're here to have fun. If it wasn't fun, I wouldn't do it, even if I wasn't tired. So, don't cry any tears for me. Okay, yeah, that's really a shame that we didn't win that fight. And I'm very concerned about this ammo, but there's really nothing I can do until this finishes. I just really need rail to finish. Building the mine up. And you are also trying to... Yeah, we're really just having metal problems. I don't dare spend our money on it, so, yep, just go. Yeah, like I said, today this is my busy season for a couple more weeks, but then I'll have like 2 months off, so we'll have a lot more streams. I haven't really finalized what the schedule is going to be. I think it'll be slightly different than last year, but something along the lines of we'll probably do 4 or 5 days a week. We'll start with a 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. stream, and then we'll do a 4 to 8 p.m. stream. And that'll be probably like an AM game and a PM game. Last summer, I did too many games at once. I didn't want to do back-to-back streams because I was doing them so intensely that people that, you know, have lives can't keep up. So I was doing like every other day we'd play Shadow Empire and then a different game. And then in the morning, every other day we'd play one game and then the other game. And that was too much. I couldn't finish anything. So definitely not going to do that style. I think we'll, generally speaking, we'll keep the more strategic game, quote unquote, as the PM stream, since that's what you guys are used to. And then my morning stream will kind of be whatever I want. I've mentioned that I kind of want to, I like playing RPGs and I don't have time while I'm working. So I like to play RPGs in the summer. I just got one of the new mech ones that came out. We'll probably play that. I'd like to do Octopath Traveler this summer. I'd like to do Tales Remake, although that's already 3 big RPGs. I doubt I can do that. And then we also have Scroll of Taiwu coming out on the 17th, which I've been looking forward to that for like 5 years. So I really want to play that. All right, we killed 10 tanks and lost 10 guns, 40 motorized. Bought a crony, I hate it. Elections were held, the old minority won the election. Ooh, did we shift back over? We discovered bacterial oil. Yes. Using CRISPR-based techniques, we can modify bacteria to assemble oil from biological waste or food. Completed Thunderstrike 2s. You know what? We have multiple zoos. We should probably go place those. And actually, we should probably go ahead and play the investment cards too. Yeah, we got private investment. Liberty's safe enough now. 1,200 credits. And does Liberty have ruins? I don't even remember. No, not really. Well, we can still give them a prospecting push.
Order acknowledged.
No hidden resources. Okay, good to know. And then how about a zoo?
Roger that.
There you go. And then a commercial project times 3.
Roger that.
And an investor backing.
Roger that.
1,800 credits. And we'll come back and do that again. You know what? And you can even have an auto clinic. There you go. Don't say I never do anything for you, Liberty. Yeah, so a commercial district 3 is just straight up 3 pop happiness and 75 quality of life. Which is good because, well, I guess our workers are sad, but then it's coming up. And that's because we just had so much danger. That'll resolve itself. Okay, I don't want to do the medium tank. I want to wait a little bit, which means I don't really need anything in here. So no new orders for the time being. All right, you guys, group move up. Normal move. Okay, again, I still am not making enough ammo that I feel comfortable bringing in a new unit. We did finish construction of Factory 2. Now, the problem with Factory 2, this is 200 metal a turn to make this. Now, this is way more efficient than our artisanal ammo, but still, that's a big drain on my metal. So we're going to keep upgrading these pretty heavily. And maybe we even look to reclaim this one again. Okay, and then on this front... Alright, if you guys both attack no, okay. What if all 3 of you no? I'm a little surprised by that. No on that one too, huh? Alright, do it.
Do it now!
I need to shrink this front line. Ah, they were MGs. Yeah, that makes sense.
Mission completed.
Okay, then you're not on the front line being sketch. I find it very weird that they have a road here. Isn't Queens like right here? Maybe they were at war also. Just literally everyone's at war. That's what it comes down to. I don't dare extend that line as much as I want to. Okay, we apparently have a GR guy. Okay, let's redeploy you. Okay, we'll take this. Okay, now I don't feel nearly so crazy for thinking we can cut this road again. That's his death if I do that. Really? Is it really that bad? I guess it is. Yeah, our readiness is not up high enough. All right, let's not push our luck on that one. All right, over here. Probe them. Probe them really hard. Yes! GR chain gun comes in clutch. And I will vroom over here. You know what? There's a chance we could get a little surround here if he doesn't play really smart next turn. Alright, take that. This gets rid of recon he has on me if we can kill these.
Mission successful.
I'll take it. No, just hang out. Okay, yeah, front line, looking all right. Do remember though, I have no MGs to cover any of this territory. So we would need 1, 2, 3. We need like 4 more MG units, in all honesty. So that's gonna be a thing. Did we find an oil deposit? Nope, nope. I would be absolutely shocked if we did. This planet didn't have life on it, so there should be no oil deposits. We have a level 2 biofuel at the moment, which unfortunately has a stupid crony CEO on it, which is stealing my oil. But that's where we're getting it from. What we're hoping to do is take over Mega City 1, and that is hundreds, if not that, well, that's like thousands of oil. We need to get there sooner. We also know that he's been getting tech out of it too, which makes me jealous and grumpy. All right, let's chill on that. You guys are fine. Did we finish? Yes. Yes. Okay, we finished the rail. All right, so health is by far the lowest. Getting a health asset wouldn't be bad. Okay, not mining anything, not building a second power plant. At some point, I will probably have 3 different sites that have industry, but today is not that day. I do think we're going to give them health. I think we're going to go ahead and build a hospital here. That'll raise their quality of life quite a bit. One of the downsides to playing with super high quality of life, new cities really struggle to get online. And I still don't have apartment tech. So that's a little ouch. Okay, you're still building the mine. All right, let's get this other ruin online before this other thing closes down. So we'll go ahead and start another recycling facility. I guess that's fine for now. See all those juicy buildings? Yep. All for the glory of the builders. That's right. Man, it's been a while since anyone threw a greed in chat. I appreciate that. Yeah, there are emotes, by the way, for anyone new. Just fallen out of favor recently, but there's a small selection. A lot of them inspired by the old Dominions content, admittedly. I did try to make some new ones, but they're so bloody small you can't see them. So, yeah, it's a little bit of an art to make a emote. You only have like 32 by 32 pixels. Yeah, I don't really want to pull in colonists yet, though, if I can help it. For me, Lich, the number one thing to do in a new city, so let's say I build a transport station, a truck station. The second thing I would build is an apartment building. Apartment buildings will solve the problem. We just don't have them yet. And on this planet, they're going to kind of suck. We're still going to build them, but they use a lot of electricity and water, which can be a little painful. Okay, I think that's it for the turn. Save a little bit of PP. Oh, we were gonna look at factions. Yeah, Dim Bones Man retook the lead. Good job, Dim Bones. Good job. The emoji cheese, that's right. I will say that what I made was pretty darn good. Forgot the RPG. I don't know where I'm going to stick them yet. I also don't have the ammo to bring up new units for a turn or two. I did, like I said, I was genning up some new emotes based on the unit patches from this game. But when I tested them out on Discord, they're so tiny. It just looks like a green blob, unfortunately. They're like unit patches like you'd see on infantry. Very reminiscent to the ones that we had in Menace. They look great. Like, they look really good. But when you shrink them down to emote size, they don't look good. You can't read them. So I don't know. I don't have a solution for that. You know, I didn't realize how close to the top of the map we are. I hate it when it keeps moving my camera. I would really like to connect to the top of the map. That would give me a back to the wall, as it were, which means we could expand our territory and have less frontage increase. I would really like that, actually. I think our medium-term goal right now, Megacity, has to be conquered. When we do, I think we increase our electricity, we increase our food, and we increase our oil. Although maybe we could just scav enough oil that we could actually run some motorized infantry. Bye-bye, Boston. Best-selling hit from round 90. Political CEO. Militias increasing in popularity. Crime and corruption. Hey, artillery. Also, if we're going to use artillery, mobile artillery towing is really important, but it's oil, so yeah. Okay, national innovation. This is a feat. Babble's gonna put the feet on. You guys are gonna watch me. Private investment, zoo. Okay, I'm gonna do that. Nope. I'm gonna do that right now before I forget. The National Innovation Foundation.
Roger that.
Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. That gives us all of the democracy ones. That one specifically is better chance to discover tech. Reduce cost by 50%. That is amazing. Especially combined with the Great Archives and those special techs we have, like bacterial oil. God, do I even just start researching that? We really could. It's 3.5 times as expensive as a tech I would otherwise get. But it was double, right? I think it was double our oil production. Yeah, doubles production of synthetic oil. It doesn't say doubles the cost, just the output. I think I'm gonna do that. At least until we discover something else to research. All right, get me the Economic Council.
Standing by.
Research. Bacterial oil. Is Babel setting history? Am I the first YouTuber to record myself researching bacterial oil? I hope so. All right. Now, the age-old question, how big of artillery do we build? I'm trying to remember in season 6. I think we were what 105s were already struggling with combat armor. Correct me if I'm wrong. So I think we need to start at 150s. Or maybe we just bite the bullet and we start with 180s. I want to go as small as is effective. Because it's hard to haul, it uses infinitely more ammo, it's way more expensive, just all the things. So we want to go as small as we can, especially for the ammo use, but they still need to be effective. 300s? See previous sentence, Matthew. You guys are remembering that 150s were okay with combat armor? Okay. I'll believe you guys. I trust the builders. Give me a 150 with padded enviro. Whole fort found unusual companion. I write you humbly to request to take a citizen with me in all my travels and works. It concerns the most enigmatic of all priests I've ever met. Did you just wiggle your eyebrows at me? I know civilians are not normally allowed to have access to our secrets of the state, but I hope you'll make an exception. I don't know what you and that priest are doing, but that's a negative. That's a negative. Patriotism is increasing. Yep, as it should. Builders strong together. All right, Mr. Tank. You thought you were being cute. You thought you were being cute, but you weren't. Let's go in with orange. Get him.
Engaging enemy.
All we have to do is not lose. The first step to winning is not losing. There you go. Goodbye, veteran tanks. Goodbye. You will not be missed. You will not be missed. Oh, this is gonna be pure and utter misery. Pure and utter misery. Trying to get ourselves through this. Okay, yellow. I'm gonna bring him down for a cheeky little flank here, I think. All right, give me a scout.
Yes, sir. We're going in.
It's a lot of political aid trucks.
Objective lost.
Okay. But with that knowledge, those are not showing good odds. Do it anyways.
Engaging enemy.
Did not take out the buggies I was hoping to kill.
Objective lost.
Okay, man, that combat armor, or lack thereof, is really hurting. Okay, that's fine. Okay, let's keep red together. I really need some more buggies over here, I think. I think I really do need some buggies up here. Can I please have an independent... Oh, buggies, please. Buggy. And then you are going to be attached to the 10th. I need recon if we're going to be in here. And to that end, I think I might even get some motorcycles. Let's bring out one and let's see what the actual recon value is going to look like. We'll get them too. I don't have anyone to attach them to for the time being. The scav is so close, that's right. Is your ammunition? I don't know. It should be now. We're making 6,000 ammo a turn. What I normally like to do is run my ammo meal at like 50-ish%, 25%, and then just spike it when I need it. So hopefully, I want to get up to like 20K at minimum, and then we'll start bringing it down. But for now, we just need to recoup. I think it's just because we had such early wars. Like normally I play kind of sort of passive until we get our light tanks online, but this game we weren't able to do that. Okay, to that end, yeah, this is already looking better. Let's go ahead and pull another set of MGs. 53%. What's the problem? Logistics. Okay. We'll do it next turn then. Okay, and you guys have bad coloring because you're next to a green. So, unit, change color, you can be the pink. All right, come on in, and then you guys can run down the line. I'd really like to make it up to the top here. Yeah, let's actually... All right, yeah, we're gonna try to push for that a little bit. I would really like to connect up to the top. Okay, and that solidifies that somewhat, so our next set's gonna go in here. You would only have drained all the artifacts if you scav points to 0. We have not actually seen where he's getting any of them, so I really don't know. I would be very sad if he's already has them all, though. I would be very sad. Please, sir, just a small gravity generator. The children, they can't recharge their handhelds. Alright, that's all I can do here. We gotta chill on that. I gotta not be impatient. Despite wanting to rush, we need to wait for our readiness to come back. We shouldn't have as much ammo issues anymore. So that should be partially taken care of. And then... let's keep this sealed road going that way. And I do think we're gonna do this too. Since we're running railroad to here, that's not that bad to truck. Yeah, I think that's it. Okay, and then you are working on hospital. You are doing a mine. You are doing salvage. How do you expect your gravity generator if you don't eat your energy lance? You can't have your gravity generator till you finish off all the lances. Aww. At least we got an assassin droid, so that's been pretty good. I'd say that's like our only good pick, really, from the card we played. Auto hospital is kind of whatever. It's fine, but it's not stellar. Have any of the miners declared war? Everyone's at war with me if they're bordering me. Maybe these guys not technically. Yeah, just everyone in this world is just at war with me, basically. It's brutal. But, you know, I did pick survival stress. If you don't, ironically enough, the quote-unquote pacifist farmers, and specifically the guardians, are so annoying. With their infinite number of mechs and energy lances and wasps and assassin droid anime mech heroes. I'm still really bitter about that season. I think that's season 5. I spent 4 hours, I think, rolling up that planet of giant Godzilla beavers and cat girls. And we hardly got to even play the map because we had no metal, and then we got eaten by guardians. That was hilarious. Well, I'm glad some people enjoyed it. Yeah, that was going to be an interesting one because it was like a jungle planet too. So we could have been like Catechin fighters, but was not to be. We killed 200, we lost 500. Corruption. Hey, the Galactic Empire declared war. Nice. Discovered rockets. Okay. I do like the idea of having like one independent rocket unit just for the ability to do shenanigans. All right, Galt. Welcome, welcome. Glad to have you. See, this way my guys don't have to try to figure out friendly fire. Just, if it's not us, it's the enemy. Private economy stimulation law. On the initiative of Popular League, private economy stimulation, by actively coaching and helping our private economy with government experts, will increase productivity. Also requires semi-voluntary investment by traders. Any public investment in the private economy gets doubled by the traders. So if I gave a city 10 credits, they would get 20? I don't actually need that, but it also is not that painful. I can pretty easily scale up our BP. I think we're going to let that one go through.
Copy that.
I'm going to save that. That's fine. Salaries for leaders, no changes. Customize. I mentioned earlier, we don't have the points. The Light Infantry Brigade, maybe adding bazookas or RPGs to this might be a thing, or that. Yeah, so we don't have enough points, so postpone. A major worker strike for 80 bucks. Go away, kid, you bother me. Legendary courtesan. We'll rent those services.
Roger that.
We'll save that for later. Popular soldier in the 13th MG. All right. Well, obviously he's a. I do like battle banners. He'll be a battle banner. It's a good morale item. Okay, and I think I'm okay with moving this up. Okay, let's do this one next. I gotta watch how far we get here. I probably also need to road some more. Let's do some more road work. All right, I think that's fine. Let's, oh my goodness. Let's connect that. And I think we do that too. And then from here, sealed road. I think just to, well, do the investment. Let's just keep the supplies flowing so I don't get stopped by that. All right, and over here, I pulled up a motorcycle. Now, I'm gonna bring him down this way, if I need to. So, okay, that gives me enough sight to see. That's what I need to know. Yeah, let's. I kind of want to get into these ruins, so come on down. By the way, I did do a very, very light search. I do think I hallucinated. I don't think there's an order of battle of pure motorcycles. I must have customized one or something at some point, because I do have a pretty distinct memory of an OHQ and a bunch of bikes, but I could not find any evidence that it existed. Okay, and then here's where we had that fight. All right, but now we have a surround. All right, scout them really hard.
Formation.
I'm kind of surprised that we're not killing some of his buggies. Like, what are you that's so good? Okay, you have a number 3. Oh, he has Gauss machine guns. So he is still he is now an entire tier ahead of me in tech. He has combat armor and he has Gauss. Yeah, I'm a little disappointed with this patch and the tech problem. This is gonna be a bear. This is gonna be an absolute bear all season, I have a feeling. All right, only my tank is in order to attack, and Gauss can definitely hurt me. Come on, all we have to do is not lose. Just don't lose. Nice. Nice. Okay, now, what are you? You don't even literally have an asset here. What the heck? Everyone left. Okay, I mean, that's fine. Shouldn't this auto go away then? That seems very strange to me. All right, well, tanks keep rolling. And you guys are really banged up, I'll say that. Let's seal. No, I don't want it from there. Why would you do that? Oh, I must not own that at the beginning of the turn. All right, we'll come back to that. All right, down here. Yeah, just stay there. We're waiting for some more vision. Yeah, 69 recon, nice. But there still could be ambush in here. This is going to be misery. The one benefit we have, tanks do not do good in ruins. If we look at the horrendous screen of doom that looks like something from the 80s. If we look at tanks in ruins, minus 50% attack, minus 25% defend. And with that new ambush mechanic, you have a much higher chance of getting ambushed. So once we're in the ruins, his tank advantage disappears a little bit. I mean, they're still good, but they're nowhere near as good. Building ice mines. Okay, what are actually you guys working on? Ice mine, surveillance station. Okay. And you can build level 2 recycling. We finished the mine. I think we're going to immediately just go up again. Yeah, I think we're going to go ahead and just immediately upgrade that again. Metal mine 3.
Roger that.
Go ahead and you finish the hospital. Okay, that's looking pretty healthy now. No pun intended. We could start with bureaucracy. A level 2 truck station here makes a little more sense. What are we looking like? Yeah, we used up a good number of points. We are bottlenecking a little bit. Yeah, let's do it. Let's not have logistical problems when we're on a roll here. Truck station 2. Ice mine burned down? I guess. I didn't destroy it, so I don't know. Yeah, I've got some bikes right here. They're on their way, and that buggy's here too. I gotta be very careful with how many I make, because like you can see here, oil is forever not our friend. All right, and reinforcements, as was foretold. Let's do like 30. So plenty of extras. We're starting to run a little low on tanks. Again, watch my oil just drain when I do that. We do need some more buggies. Same thing here. Okay, but needs must. Not much to say about that. We just need it, so have to do it. All right, here. Okay, so we have both of them right next to each other. Suspicious, I'll say. God, I almost want to get a tank up here. Do we have spies? I need some spies into Queen Fort. Where is Queen Fort again? I don't remember. We're also running quite a lot of PPE. Do we have, yeah, war game, please. And surely we have a cabinet. And a cabinet. Or we could do a Mission Impossible. You know what? Gray will probably die of a heart attack, knowing my luck. Actually, hold on a second. Gray, why are you so sad? Don't be sad, Gray. Hold on, let's make Gray happy. What can we give you? A Civics Reward Medal. I can't because you're targeting yourself, I bet. Now that I think about this. That's gonna be annoying. I can't Medal of Merit you either. I can. All right, so he can Obama himself and give himself a medal. There you go. All right, we're good. We also, can you, okay, he can't give himself the courtesan. He looks very pleased with this. We'll save that one for later. We did attack the town, but we shouldn't have done that much collateral damage. I think he took it down, so I couldn't capture it because he's a jerk. Okay, we are approaching the 2-hour mark, and I have not refilled my tea, and I'm definitely feeling it. So I am gonna go do that real quick. As always, I would encourage you to get up, get a stretch, a drink, a snack, etc., etc. If you are enjoying the content, don't forget to leave a like on that. That helps me an absolute ton. We're closing in on another milestone here because YouTube is sharing it now. I'm hearing a lot of comments from people saying that they just found the channel and loved the content. So thank you to everyone who takes that moment and clicks that like button. It really, really does help break through on this stupid algorithm that we're all slaves to. Beyond that, I'm going to go ahead and tell YouTube that we're taking a 5-minute break. So if you're not blocking ads, you may get one here. I appreciate the pennies if that is the case. Let me go ahead and click that. You'll get a 5-minute timer, and I will be back with some fresh tea, and we will march on. All right. Hopefully everyone got a good stretch, good drink. We're back for the second bit here. Tell YouTube that we are back. Have a few hiccups. Perfect. Okay, let's get to it. So, yeah, we are really kind of stymied on this front, aren't we? I really need to just give them a second to get our readiness back up. They did seem to pull out of here a little bit. Yeah, it's where we need the scouting, though. Also, really could use another MG unit. That is going to be a theme for a while. That's going to be a theme for a good while. Queen's Fort's got to be here, right? Or here. It's got to be one of the two. I wonder, is there a world where I could just sneak a tank in there? Hopefully we'll have some more info next turn with those spies. Because that would be quite nice if that were the case. Because this is all Queen Fort over here. Like, well, I mean, we could scout it, but I'm more talking about, like, Thunder running it and taking it. Because I don't know if Queen Fort actually has a second city. So that would just melt all the troops. Alright, but either way, I can't afford it this turn, so... is what it is. Machines are fine. Cash is getting a little low. All right. I think we're going to just roll that. Yeah, I would like to get use out of our bikes, though. Our bikes are as good as they're basically ever going to be. For whatever reason, you're not allowed combat armor or up. So... once padded armor is bad, and it really already is. I still don't understand that. I feel like I've seen Space Marines on bikes. You should be able to have combat armor. Maybe not battle dress, but combat armor for sure. Or maybe we have a second, like, heavy bike that you could have a research for that would let you have the heavier armor. And maybe instead of... well, I guess we're intruding on buggies at that point if you had mounted MGs. Yeah, all's pretty quiet on the front here, at least. But I really want to get in here. Like, remember, he also needs recon too. Like, if we just slipped in here with like a tank and a couple guys... maybe I get another supply road. I would need an MG group to hold it. Because he's really building up here. And this is going to be... what's the opposite of fun? To dig our way through this ruin fighting. It's going to be Stalingrad, basically. And I ain't got time for that. And we do need to be... quick and lethal if that's the plan that we're going to try to do. We don't want to give him time to readjust all of his forces. Especially, I mean, these are stacks of Galactic Empire. Killed 200 and we killed 30 tanks, and we lost 700 and we lost 10 tanks. Ouch. Acquired Kuna! We're very happy about it. There's nothing here. Passionate speech. Okay, meh. Okay, they're not even asking me to appoint a governor, so I assume that the city melted. It did. Also, somebody asked, did they run out of resources? They shouldn't. Ice mining on glaciers is unlimited, as long as the temperature doesn't change and melt it. So he disbanded that somehow, which I'm glad. I'm very happy with that, because I do not want to have to try to do that. Disbanding minor settlements is... it's misery. It's absolute misery, actually. Okay, step 1. What can you tell me? Okay, there is stuff in here. Sag. All right, that looks killable.
Do it now!
No, there was no pop there when I looked at it last turn. It was 0 and 0. Which kind of makes sense. If there's no buildings, there really should be no pop. Because buildings kind of like anchor things. I'm very surprised we actually lost that fight. Let's do it with you.
Attack formation.
Back before they changed the way that towing weight works, you used to be able to tow artillery with motorbikes. It would be absolutely hilarious if we could do that here. Unfortunately, I don't believe that works anymore. I really don't want to bang my head into that. I think it might be time for some RPGs. How are we going to do this, though? I have no leadership. We don't have enough customization points. I guess we just have some truly independent RPGs. Can I pull them on the front? No. All right, can I pull them here? Yes. All right, give me 1, 2. Let's start with 2. Also, let's go see how our stats actually ended up on round 2. All right, so 116 structural design. 86 base isn't terrible. That's easy fix. Up to 100 weapon, 85 armor, 300 firepower. So we go over here. What matters is heart attack. So if we're attacking tanks, we have a 250 heart attack. If we're defending against heart attack, which we're probably not, we'll probably be defending against soft attack. We have 167. What do you look like? So heart attack, defense, 173. So we should be quite potent against Crusaders. How about the Abrams? Less so. But we're competitive. So we should see some kills with these guys. I wish I had some way to give them leadership, but I just don't. I guess, no, I have 2 in there. Yeah, I just don't have a way to do it. There they are. God, we have the mech. What if we use the mech? I think I'm crazy enough to try. All right, here's what we're gonna do. How are we gonna get logistics up here? It's this road. Sealed road. Start putting that in. I think. Yeah, kill me. See what happens. I think we're gonna use the 3rd. He's trying to siege that right now. If he tries to cut me off, we just back up with the 2nd. All right. Crazy like a fox. All right, this road comes up, and if I have to, we can bring that road up. I would prefer this one, though. We just use the Sentinel to bang away in, and we just literally try to beeline it. And we use these guys to basically just secure the road that keeps us supplied. We're going to be stretching that a little bit. But that might be a full kill. And even if it's not, it's a capital city. Sub-vocalizer, a auto clinic. He has a subterranean sensor. Yeah, we would get his degraded LE battery. That would be really nice. We don't have enough info on Pop. Fancy town, that's right. They still have 50 millimeter steel. Yeah, you can't go any heavier until you get polymer armor. That's just maxed out of what a light tank is considered. I almost want to pull up a light tank group though. Yellow didn't. Yeah, you two. Hang on. You two head up here. Dunes are not our friend. We're gonna go around the dunes with him. I think I'm going to. I'm gonna kind of go all in on this. I feel like this is like I said, when you're backed up like this, sometimes you just need to throw the dart, because if you just play slow and steady like I normally like to do, you just can't catch up. We're just gonna fall further and further behind. This is the third, the Dust Devils. All right, Dust Devils. Let's see if and hey, they're fighting in the dunes. That's a good sign. Let's see if they hold up to their names. And in fact, hold on a second. I'm going to, if you guys are in Discord, I'm going to show you. I'll link the Dust Devils patch. I don't know what I'm going to do with this because, like I said, it doesn't work as an emote the way I wanted it to. Where are you, Dust Devil? All right, in general chat, you all can come claim your Dust Devil patch. Check this guy out. I thought that was kind of cool. I got that on my first try. And there you go. By the way, I have a Discord. You should totally join it. The info's in the channel info. You can check out that cool infantry patch. You too could sign up and be a Dust Devil of the 3rd Infantry. All right, workers protest against CEO. Yeah, get rid of crony CEO. Screw that guy. National budget, no changes. New org. Okay, it's time. I need Secret Service. I'm kind of dying for intel here. Like, actually. And let's stay high PP because I might have to do a lot of recruiting next turn. Yeah, it does, doesn't it, Matthew? I really wanted to make that an emote, but if I stick it in, it's you can't even see it. Like, it's so bad. So I have no idea what I'm going to do with that. I have one for the Inferno Warriors, too. And I made one for a unit that doesn't exist yet. Spoilers. Okay, that is the gambit we're playing over here. On this side, I think, yeah, our readiness is just in the trash. We need to just chill for a couple turns and kind of let our readiness recoup. Yeah, I'm being too impatient over here. But you know what might not be too impatient? Killing some nomads. We might see how motorcycle versus dinosaur goes and see if that's a matchup we like. Okay, building. What were you doing? Building. Okay, cool. Do it. If you think you can get it to fit into what YouTube will take, you're welcome to lend a hand, Shinosuke. I can auto shrink it, but like I said, it just becomes like a green smudge because they're so tiny. I think it's 32 by 32 is the size for YouTube emotes, which is way smaller. Discord has a thing where it just auto sizes it for you and it maintains a lot more detail. And even there, it wasn't very legible. I'm really excited. We might be able to take this town in like 5 turns. I need to be rapid and violent because we need to get in there before he has time to get all of his forces over here. Yeah, no worries if it doesn't work, Shinosuke. I don't want you to waste your time, but I appreciate it if you can get it. I really struggle to think of emotes, and most of the things I think of, I have that exact same problem. I tend to be wordy on my thumbnails. I tend to be wordy on my emotes, and they just don't translate well. I would still be a proud member of the Green Smudges. Well, hey, you could become a member today, Union. Also, our territory is starting to look like something. This was getting a little awkward. We definitely should round this out. Not on purpose. Yeah, what are you guys gonna do? Yeah, look how they run from my motorcycles. If this motorcycle works against the nomads, I may pull a couple more even. Bought a political CEO. Good choice. Better choice. 2 leaders gain corruption. Boba. I can't believe Boba would do that. 9 turns until it starts diminishing. Oh my goodness. Virtue score is at 100. I'm just too good. I'm just too good. Out of curiosity, can we still change our political system? We can. We still have that other party that's like really into that. So below you're presented with all the possible paths. All right, so you need tech level 5. Yes. Syndic faction needs 25% of the vote. Yes, they have like 50. You need to have passed 93 rounds in democracy. More rounds. 140 minus faction attitude towards Syndic. Okay, so basically we just need time. If enough time passes, we'll be able to jump over here. As we keep our virtue high, we won't fall into a spoiled democracy. So this is perfect. That's exactly what I want. It's kind of annoying to me that you can't start with these new special ones. I'd love to start with that or start as an aristocracy. I think that'd be really cool. Incident with democratic activists. Been a rather grave incident. You should know what happened. A group of democratic activists outside my compound kept insulting you. It got on my nerves. I had them arrested and had them driven off and taken care of. Who's this? Haley Shallowsight. Short-sighted's more like it. All right, we'll reverse that. Workers protest against CEO. They want to get rid of the crony. I agree. Yeah, screw your crony and his stealing my stuff. Also, we have dropped out of commerce, which I do not like. Justice Knights. Who are the Justice Knights? Well, it's Haley. You like meritocracy, commerce, and mind. Sorry, friend, I'm not that into that. No thanks. New director for Secret Service. All right. I think rather than click around in there, it's going to be faster to go this route. Give me reserve pool. Show me. What is that? A technical skill? No. Covert ops. Literally none of you have any covert ops skill. Okay. I'm not surprised, but I am disappointed. Can we pull somebody with some? That's not looking good. Okay, military and mercs might have some. It's possible a senior might have some. Let's start with military.
Roger that.
51 years old, has good high command, stats aren't terrible, does have some covert ops, so she's not empty. She likes meritocracy and mind, though. That's not very helpful. I don't hate it. So Isabel Kepler is a possibility.
Roger that.
Okay, Cap 2, no command skills. Better base stats, though, by quite a bit. And is younger. All right, I'm going to Alt-Tab to Steam, and I'm going to look at Grognar's Guide to HR. Thank you, Grognar. Appreciated. I just want to double check what other skills we need on that. This should totally be base game. I hate having to refer to outside resources. All right, you need 16 war skills, 3 charisma skills, and 1 strength skill. The strength skill is assassinating. We are unlikely to do assassinations, so that's not too big. We could use bribery, interrogation, and intimidate. Okay, none of those are too important to me. I think Charlie gets it here. She only has an 8 skill. That's like nothing. And his war skill's just way better. All right. Charlie, we need to find, was it 5 o'clock Charlie, I think?
Copy that.
We'll set up a target for him. Okay, no.
Copy that.
This is gonna absolutely suck, by the way.
Copy
No.
that.
This used to be so much easier, but now that people that already have assignments can show up on the list, man, that makes this painful.
Copy that.
Vega, you are not Charlie. Charlie, yay! Okay, come on in. Okay, no changes to that. Secret Service. Okay, so I don't need that many actives. Let's pull that down quite a bit. I'll probably lower that more later. And let's make sure, let's get the spies that are in us out of us. There we go. Okay, next, my beautiful tanks. Let's get the road first. So, sealed road. Okay, I can't do that because I didn't own it before the turn started. I'm liking what I'm seeing. Okay, these guys are gonna totally flank me, I have a feeling, but... Okay, I'm gonna actually come at them from a couple angles, I think. What do you have? Automatic rifles and padded. Okay, that's actually something I can fight. Now, militia are not gonna be good.
Do it now.
Militia are definitely not good. Really, guys? We got all those kills from artillery, huh? Okay, well, fine, be that way. I didn't want to win anyways.
Yes, sir.
I want to try to put a little strain on him if I can. Oh, killed in action. Killed in action. It's Haley. Wait, wow, he flew too close to the sun this turn. Holy moly. And we got slaughtered because we lost our commander. It's all falling apart. It's all falling apart. Okay, sure. Why not? Okay, I think I am going to expand this. I'm a little concerned about actually getting the supplies we need. Go to there. And then that road lets you get up here. Okay, this is a big danger zone. This is not Queen. This is Landing League, but it is what it is. Yeah, let's actually expand my front line here just to try to look scary. Maybe we can keep them from going to help in the north. All right, we did capture this. I will take it. All right, again, can I get in on this? Maybe, but our readiness is not there. Okay, just chill. All right, we have this little service road he built. Let's expand that. Let's do it from here. I don't want to build through the dunes. It's very expensive. We'll just connect that little service road. Help keep the supplies flowing. All right, and I'll take the territory you're ceding. All right, you know what? You guys are done. You are just too small.
Aye, aye, sir. Aye, aye, sir. Aye, aye, sir.
We don't have any more of those. Looks like that's a no. Okay, march to the front. I can't believe we did that bad there. That was ridiculous. We aren't losing, that's what's important. Well, I hope so. Me having no idea what's going on. Are we winning the war? We're not losing it. We might have a Uno Reversi on this guy who declared war on me. All right, I think that's it. I think that's it. We do have quite a lot of personnel. All right, get me. Oh, actually, hold on. We need a few replenishments. We are definitely taking casualties, that's for sure. And we will probably need tanks at some point too. Okay, but we still have enough. So let's raise a formation with OHQ, MGs, raise. Okay, run it. I'm really, really, really hopeful. If we get lucky and that mech just takes them out next turn, just boom, headshot. I just gotta be fast though. The slower we are, the more time he has to put units in here. And apparently kill my other units. How did we go from those things are so weak? Did we just happen to look at like their one ancient unit and everyone else is running around with like gloss weapons? I think he fully killed a unit up here. Grumble, grumble. But he didn't push the mech. Of important note. Yeah, no leader, that's true. He did die. And no entrenchment really either. God, imagine you're like, hey guys, maybe we can break through in this thing. And then in the distance, you just see a road crew with a tank following it. And you're like, maybe not. Maybe we're good here, actually. I do find it so funny that he declared war on me and did nothing. Queen declared war on me and did nothing. Like, what was the point? His capital rolled 2 artifact sites. We still don't have a single one. Yep. Welcome to Babel's RNG. If you ever doubt that I'm unlucky, you can go watch some of my gotcha pull videos and you can suffer as I do. By the way, new NTE patch. I'm going to stream that story at some point when I get a minute. We killed 200 infantry, 10 tanks, and we lost 300 infantry and 50 motorized and 10 tanks. Bought a crony. Would you guys stop with the cronies? We have 100 virtue. Why are you doing this? All right, we got our artillery. That might be really important. 4 new stratagems, including an investigate leader, so maybe we could get some of our corruption money back. I don't even want to know how much they've stolen from me, frankly. All right, well, we have road going directly to their doorstep. I can actually drive my tank there. All right, did we end up losing a unit? No, not fully. Okay. I don't even want to step up to that, though. That's just going to get me banged again. All right, you guys instead try to come hold this road for me. And you also continue coming up. All right, and you two are extremely disappointing, but you can at least stand there and get shot at. We'll make them run out of ammo. That'll be our plan. Okay, let's get the leader in before we do anything. Although I don't think it's going to apply this turn. Douglas found an unusual companion, the most enigmatic of historians I've ever met. All right, well, I don't know what he's a historian of, but no, you may not bring him along. Staff Council priorities. I think we're going to knock down occupation and governance a little bit. We're gonna knock... No, I do really want to get some more rushes, so
Copy that.
we'll leave it at that. All right, everyone is currently up to date, so no new orders. New commander for the 3rd Light. Okay, you are an active unit and you are an offensive unit, so we actually want someone who's good. 31 war. She's a little bit of a crank because she doesn't like meritocracy, but she does like heart. Defense tactics, lead from the front, infantry tactics. All right, Kinsey, you're in.
Order acknowledged.
Order for the 14th MG. Okay, it's an MG unit, a lot less important. Boba, Mike, you're probably too good. All right, Boba, you're in. Okay, can we do this? Okay, that's not looking great. Automatic rifles and padded. Oh, he's got champions. I see. I'm gonna chance it. All right, we're not trying to win. We're just trying not to die on this attack. I need the recon. Okay, got the recon we needed.
Testing assistance.
All right, now it's gonna be a question of this. I think I chance it. I don't think we win this turn, but we're looking to kill some units and to lower their readiness and entrenchment. And then next turn we have the tanks and the mech attack. This is a pretty big risk.
Do it now.
Just don't die. If you could get a few kills and kill off that warrior, that'd be really nice. 20 AP and apparently no sound.
Mission accomplished.
Okay. The investment in the mech was totally worth it. All right, does anyone have AP to move? Basically, no. All right, if that was their only town, which there's a not 0% chance that it was, that all the forces should melt. That will be glorious. And wall. Sweet, sweet wall. We can swing from right here up and just make a new border with that. And then we're going to need to pour a bunch of units into here, but, you know, that was going to happen one way or the other. All right, and you guys march on out. 3, 4, 5, 6. And you have a defense card? You sure do. There you go, buddy. Good luck, Boba. We'll name some tea after you or something. All right, and I would... there's not much I can do. Okay, go there. I just want to be able to bring this other road in here. We're definitely going to need to railroad that. That is going to be rather painful. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, we'll need another rail station there. And actually, just in prep, I'm gonna do that. We'll probably bring rail up that way. Okay, I'm pretty excited about that. That was pretty good. Risk it for the biscuit, I guess. Assassin sentinels are really good, like really good. And they wasted a lot of their AP fighting the scouts, so they had to retreat when they ran out of AP. So we kind of won on that. I really wish I could put this guy in the group. It makes me very sad that I can't. Okay, and then here... yeah, let's just do that. Look like we're trying to encircle, maybe. I will take that. 100, 100, 100. Okay, are we... okay, we're feeling a little spicy. We're feeling a little spicy. All right. Let's see if we can do this. Okay.
Do it now.
He's gonna have as many problems as I have, hopefully.
Objective.
No, he is not. Am I fighting more high? Oh man, these high XP ones. I mean, you can really see the difference in those guys. Man, that was brutal. That was absolutely brutal. Yeah, they're on their way. They're on their way. Okay, well, it is what it is. Let's go ahead and get some reinforcements. I'm gonna make a big chunk because we just had a bunch of losses. A couple more blitzers. That's fine. And you know what? Actually, let's also do some RPGs because those are definitely gonna have casualties. And we can start training them up. In the patches, veterancy and morale were made way more important, and I think we're seeing the efficacy of that in these fights. These high level tanks are absolutely shrekking me. All right, as long as we don't die over here, should be pretty good. Actually, go there. At least you have to attack me if you want me off that. All right, no whammies, no whammies. Does he have a second town? I really want to say no. I can't imagine what else he has. Although he might have some gas station somewhere. The AI loves to do that. But even then, he shouldn't really have a lot of income, and we should be able to starve him to death. Because I highly doubt he has another farm. You gonna attack to get it back, or are you just done? He did shuffle around a little bit. The suspense is actually killing me. We just looking threatening at each other here. Check the victory score to see his population. Yeah, actually good call. Yeah. It wouldn't have updated until I rolled the turn though. All right, well, those stupid nomads are getting finished off, so at least that's a moral victory for us over here. I really wish that one guy would shuffle off though. Also, my unit cards are bugged out on this screen. This is not GR troops. This is not a vehicle. That's a leader unit. So there's something actually bugged out with this. I was just wondering, like, why are those all 15? They should be 10s. Quack doctors in Droogville. Time of corruption. Virtue scores at 99.9. Conquest acquired, got a fate pack and a fate point. Anti-tank gun. I like these. We will probably build some of those. Siege infantry army. Maybe. That's not Toad though. Admin level to 8. Exotic combat drug. A viewpoint, a security outpost, and you're a liar. Mountaineer team, scientific outpost. Okay, nothing stellar. Humanitarian. Anti-corruption drive might be worth playing. Spy team, you love it. Spy ring, you love it. Okay, I didn't see anything that bumped me off, but he did not melt. Okay, so look in here. They have 0% population, so he should starve to death then. Okay. I'm down. Whoever Krypton Dawn Keep is, they have a quarter of the world's population. So I have 12%. That's a little worrisome. All right, now over here. I'm basically just going to commit to making that connection I want. He doesn't seem to be too interested in trying to push into me. Okay. All right, now unfortunately though, that does kind of leave me awkwardly standing here. I mean, I could attack you, but to what end? I really want to be careful. All right, you can attack that for sure.
Weapons free.
I really don't want to lose my mech to an accident. That's what scares me the most. And I need to maintain this road. Alright, I'm gonna do that since that's where he's bunching up. Okay, the RPGs are arriving. They're gonna need a couple turns to prep. I absolutely love that the Marauders are just like, no, man, it was just a prank, bro. Why you so mad? Why you so mad? It's just a prank. As they run away like the cowards they are. How can you not move down? What? Okay. It's a little weird. Oh, I see. Did I double move him maybe? Okay, we're getting close to that metal. Alright, I'm gonna have to do that because of my mistake there. And actually, let's do another little dirt access road like that. What did we capture here? Very small degraded auto factory. Nice. Man, that would have been nice in the early game. Holy moly. Okay, they pulled off of there. Alright, I'm willing to try it. Oh, is that a medium tank? Oh my goodness. He's rolling mediums. 100 millimeter. Okay, oddly enough, this thing is really, really badly armored. We might be able to actually kill this with RPGs. He only has 285 hard defense. Alright. Alright. Remember those guns we discovered? Hey. Model Council, where are you at? Let me give you a call. Okay, he wants to design something already. Let's check in with that. Workers protest against CEO. Get rid of them. Yeah, no cronies allowed. New advisor. All right, I think in this case, I want an elder. Give me a senior.
Roger that.
A cap one, because of course you are. But you have 40 intelligence. And basically crap otherwise, but alright. Newt Carbon Love. What a great name.
Copy that.
Newt Carbon Love.
Copy that. Copy that.
We're literally gonna fish for him. There you are. Alright, we should also need a new governor. She was military. What are you? Reserves. We had a reserve that was alright. She's got medical. Honestly, I don't think we're gonna get better than her. Her stats kind of suck, but she's not part of a faction. This'll fix a little bit. Her willpower's not crazy high. All right, Zora, you're in, and then let's immediately job type advisor Newt Paul attach to Zora.
Affirmative.
There we go. Between the two of them, hopefully they can figure things out. Ominous sealed door in Opal range. Make sure the door stays shut for now.
Order received.
We'll come back to that if I can remember. Quack doctors active in Droogsville. Charlatans posing as doctors are treating loads of patients with disastrous results. There's a loss of life that could have been avoided since many of the cases, no help would have been better than help from a quack. All right, let's get him. Failed. Ouch. Walkout agitator. All right, I'm willing to pay that off. We'll give into some demands. Interior task priorities. No changes. Yes, design me an anti-tank gun. All right, now right now, the most heavily armored thing on the field is 100 millimeter. So we're gonna do a 150 with EnviroSuit. Same reasons as before, like making them ridiculously large is just expensive and hard to move, so we're not gonna do it. All right, now I would like you to not exist. Could you do that for me?
Confirmed.
Nice. Okay, then nothing. Okay. You guys group move. Yeah, I'll tell you what, you need to come up this way. We don't have enough people to make another group. I do need more reinforcements. I will say we're churning a little bit, but not ridiculously bad in all honesty. A lot of the times I'm using these in my next group that I recruit, so it's not like we're even using them all up all the time. Okay, now you gotta be a little careful, kind of reaching the end of our reach here. Okay, I'm very happy with that. Let's zone Zoo Project at our new zone in Opal and have some investment and a commercial project. And we should have, yeah, private investment. Not there yet. We'll do this in Liberty. And we'll save the other one for now. All right, Liberty has their truck station. I don't think there's much else to say about that. I think you're just good for a little bit. Are we still overcapping? No. Okay. So, I am going to need some more bureaucratic points, and this is a good place for it. Enough pop, although I wouldn't mind if it was higher, but enough. So we'll go government, bureaucratic office. And then Droogville, level 3 mine, level 2 mine. And I have some metal, so let's go ahead and raise the mine. In the capital, we were raising the scav point. Food is looking pretty good. We're actually approaching maximum storage. If I raise the biofuel, we need 900 food currently. If I raise it again, we need 1,500, so 600 more. I can afford that. Let's go crazy. We'll get a level 3 biorefinery. I don't think I've ever seriously used one of these in any series we've ever done before. In fact, I spend most of my time closing down AI biorefineries.
Sir, yes, sir.
That'll give us more fuel and more efficient fuel. That makes me very happy. At some point, we might even be able to sell some excess oil at that rate. Who am I kidding? I would just get more tanks. But in theory. Okay, that's fine. We're big chillin' here. Yeah, we gotta wait for 100 readiness on our RPGs. Okay, that's looking pretty good. Do it. Bacteria will double it. Yeah, that's true too. I didn't even think about that. All right, boyos, what you doing? For some reason, that bacteria thing kind of reminds me of, you can use a compost heater. You run heating tubes that run the water through active compost, and you can actually use it to heat water. The use case I've seen for it is in aquaponics setups, where you can keep your fish tank water warm enough for the fish. But that just kind of reminds me of it. So it's basically like creating heat from table scraps. So we're going to create oil from table scraps. All right, he's getting a little spicy down there. I don't like that. I mean, I can see why though. We now have visual on the capital. 1, 2, 3, 4 hexes, and I still think there's maybe a possibility for a flank. I want to believe. Doing a quick little headshot like we did in the north is so preferable to a long, drawn-out siege. Yeah, we have to do gas core mining. And gas core mining will be better because it only costs me some electricity, but we're really far away from that, so I can't wait on that. We killed 200 infantry and 40 tanks, and we lost nothing. Very happy. Very happy. Where was that? They attacked in here. Dust Warriors and Beowulfs absolutely slaughtered them. You'll love to see it. Okay, minor virtue crisis. No, now is not the time. We have 99.9. Okay, 60 PP and we have a decrease. We could take the blame ourselves. Declare that we can surmount the thing. I mean, we can surmount this. How much of a decrease do you think this is? I wish it would give me a number or even just a roll. Did I operationalize your RPG units into your... We didn't have enough customization points. I looked at it, we had 500 something, I think, and it cost 800 to do it. So we were not able to do so, unfortunately. The last one is really bad, but it has democracy. Democracy is good, right? All right. I think we're actually going to decry foreign manipulation because I can actually afford that. I don't know what the answer is to this. All right. 99.9. Only lost 9. We had some relation decreases, but hey, we're already at war with everyone anyways. What's that going to matter? Drills for bureaucrats proposed. Let's make up for making them mad for the other choice. Independence agitators in Opal Range. I need to rename that, and we also need to get into their settings. Yeah, let's investigate. We're gonna fail, but oh no, we didn't. We actually succeeded. Okay, here we are. Step 1, change the name. We have liberty. This will be freedom. There you go. Allow emergency food. I'm gonna make you a regular zone. We're gonna give you a public budget of 1 and a salary of the national average. And you are a capital city, so we can do 500 recruits. It'll take a while to come online, but at some point we'll get some. All right, we come in here and look at our organizations. Does it tell me what my current amount is? No. We should be at about 650 or 700. Once we get up to 800, I do think we will probably do a customize ADIUS. So we'll get there. We literally just couldn't afford it. Because yeah, we needed RPGs really badly, but we've kind of started to surmount that. Oh my goodness. He says as he sees it, assault guns. I'm really calling shenanigans on this AI tech thing that's going on right now. This is ridiculous. All right, you move up there. We'll take the ground. All right, second sealed road is in. All right, now it shouldn't really matter because he doesn't have a city. So it's not like he's getting food from somewhere else. These all should be starving. Okay, and actually, you can go up one more. Like I said, I really want to connect with the top of the map. That's going to be like, that's already like 4 units I don't have to build to protect that territory. All right, and here, there's not a ton I can really do. All right, just go for some kills. Buggies are acceptable losses.
Mission accomplished.
Also, they shouldn't have a way to replenish their ammo. So another thing that we can just drain them out of. Okay, and then you guys, I actually want to move. Okay, and they're just going to take over for yellow, and then yellow can actually go fight. Still only 1900. We have spares, we have spares, we have spares. Okay, no reinforcements needed, so we can just save for a little bit. Okay, I am still looking to use this motorcycle. I do want to try to attack something, but obviously that's not good at the moment. I would like that metal back, please. All right, no, we are not prepared. I'm gonna move those RPGs up though. And I think the tanks too. This leaves him a little exposed, but I'm kind of concerned about how much is surrounding that hex. Oh, no problem, Liquid Louie. Thanks for the stream, Babel. I learned so much. This game was intimidating at first, but scratches so many itches. Yeah, it's a hard one. When I first picked it up, I failed spectacularly. I went and I watched a lot of Death Tactic and Battle Mode is where I learned most of mine. Part of it is just, at surface level, just learning a few hotkeys helps. And then the next layer is just accepting that you're not going to know everything and you're okay to do that. Like, you don't need to know every little in and out. You don't need to know that you can click on Dim Bones Man and check how much money he's stolen. You could totally play the game without learning that to start with. And then the game just gets deeper and deeper with more layers as you discover those mechanics. And they are meaningful. It's not that they don't matter. It's that you can still play without taking full advantage of them, which I think is an incredible design. Good on you for beating them back anyways. I hope so. Babel, you can easily cut down the nomads. The problem is these are all MGs running defense. I mean, yeah, we might be able to kill them, maybe, but we're going to have a ton of losses that I just don't need. There's nothing out here except for the metal I really want. I mean, what is this? Yeah, I mean, I want that, but it is what it is. And the thing is, we'll stretch our lines. And I'm already not fully staffing our lines. So I'm waiting on recruits, basically. We're up to 1,800 per turn. We're up to 1,600 per turn. So it's getting there. It's getting there. When this place comes online, that'll be an additional 500 per turn. So I'm happy with where we're at. We would definitely be further if the AI wasn't getting this tech thing, but I don't know. It's an interesting challenge nonetheless. And soon we'll have that delicious ruins oil and maybe some relics. You can cut through them and head to the west of that city. yes and no, because if I kill them, I have to defend this now. Because we're at war with all these guys too. So no matter what, I just need an entire wall of men. And to any move I make, I need another group to add to the wall. The 10th, the 2nd, and the 3rd are all offensive units. So like these guys really should not be here defending. They should be out attacking, but I don't have any troops. And if I leave this open, then they're going to attack in here and cut off my supply lines. So AI's up. Well, there's something going on with tech right now where the way that AI tech works is they get to just pick a tech a certain percentage of the time to spend their research on. They don't have to play the discovery game, basically. And like right now, I think they're getting to pick like 70% of their tech. Thank you, Dimbones, man. And so like, look at this. They're like so far ahead in tech because of that right now. It's pretty bad. All right, we'll go ahead and we'll roll up 10 machines. Good catch. I need some heavy industry because apparently I just can't pay attention to that this game. Okay, and then we have you. I probably can chance moving him. Let's put you in the city. Yeah, and then next turn we can go out and get the relics. We got rares. We have rares. Oh, I want that. I want the commons too. I want both of those. Our first relics that we're finally gonna get. Ridiculous that it's just now. Okay, we've officially touched the top of the world. These guys need to starve faster. Are they still at 0% population? That was a good call to look at the VP for that. I would not have thought about doing that. He has 0.1. He has something somewhere. Rares? No, they're just regular metals. We did capture their rare mine over here, though. So we're doing pretty good. Yeah, I don't know why I'm having trouble keeping track of machines. Normally I'm pretty good. I guess last season I had so many I didn't have to think about it. That's probably what's going on. Okay, I think that's the turn. We're not ready to attack here, and attacking was just going to get me killed. So we just got to chill. Hopefully our motorcycles, when they're fully ready, will be able to kill these things. And if they can, we'll recruit a couple more motorcycles, and then we'll start weeding this out. If they don't, I guess buggies could do it, but motorcycles are way cheaper, so I'd like to do it via motorcycle. Okay, we also finished our bureaucratic office. We're going to immediately go up to 2. And then here, I don't think I queued anything up. Nope. Actually, we need security anyways, so yeah, for sure. Barracks 1, please. And then when Barracks 1 finishes, we'll hook up a railroad. Hope they won't snipe your HQ. Yeah, me too. They were being pretty aggressive with that. In the early game, I lost a couple of OHQs over here, which I've never done. So I'm guessing that was an AI improvement to not let you sit your guy on the front line. I believe the further back you are, the less likely they are to be involved in combat. Because it's essentially them like jumping in a Jeep and driving to the front. So by putting them further away, I think there's less chance they get killed in combat. But I generally keep them very close. Maybe a bad habit that I need to break. Okay, I think that's it. Did we have any strat cards? Yes, we have a lot of spies. Yes, let's target them again and see if we can find where their pop is. And then these guys, we'll put one of them in there. We failed. Boo. Okay. Oh, you know what? We had that anti-corruption card. Let's play that too. Yeah, we got 2 of those. So we'll reduce corruption levels and egotism stat in all leaders.
Roger that.
Critical success. Good job, Gray. 47 corruption points removed from leaders, 7 ego removed. That helps counter our decade of corruption that we're in. You started using it to get rid of bad leaders. I mean, fair. That is one way to do it. That's kind of like when in Crusader Kings, when you put your bad heir on a boat and just leave him in the ocean. Oops, forgot about that. Okay, we actually can take another step forward here. Yeah, see, and as we collapse this forward, I think pink might be able to staff this, and then that frees up teal here to go west. Okay, but we are over the 3-hour mark, so I am gonna have to call it there. As a few people noted, I am exhausted. So we will be back on Friday at regular time. Actually, no, I take that back. We might be on early time on Friday. So I will get that posted up so you guys will know. We probably will start at 4 p.m. PST. That's 2 hours earlier than I normally have been starting. We're going to start transitioning towards that summer schedule as my schedule changes. So I don't know when we're going to fully be in that, but that's the plan. I believe there's another episode of Romestead set for tomorrow. I just released a video talking about the Season 2 patch notes for Down with the Ship. If you're a captain, maybe check that out. I also have the first random run I've done. I believe that one's scheduled for Saturday, I want to say. And then I should have, I don't know what I'm going to record tomorrow, but something else should be coming up, hopefully. I do need to mow, so just depends how exhausted I am after mowing all the lawn down tomorrow, if I can record or not. But either way, we'll be back on Friday. Hopefully you guys are enjoying things. The channel's been bouncing back. Last month, we are actually back to what I consider baseline since the end of the Dominions content. So 6 months later, we're back to where we were in January, but it feels pretty good. It feels like we're back on track. So I'm shooting for that 10,000 subs by channel anniversary. It'll be the 3-year channel anniversary coming up in November, and we're about on track for that. So thank you guys. I appreciate the support on that. Speaking of support, if you leave a like on there, that helps me a ton. That lets YouTube know that this is a good video and people with good taste like you might like it. And we're seeing lots of new faces. So thank you. That's helping me a ton. Beyond that, you could always join me live for a super chat. Leave a super thanks on a video or VOD. Consider becoming a member. Members get early access to videos that I'm working on. The emotes here. If you want to play this map, if you are a channel member and you link your YouTube and your Discord, you can go download the turn 1 and you can play on the same map and do better than I did. I also have some other save files from various older games we've played, and as we have games that I can drop things in there, that's just a thank you to the members. Anyone's welcome to join the Discord, even if you're not a member. We chat games. Some people are organizing some multiplayer there. It's good times. If YouTube doesn't notify you when I'm going live, I also do an @everyone in my announcement channel about 15 minutes before I go live. And if you just want to hang out and you don't want that, you can always mute the announcement channel and you can hang out and not get pinged if that bugs you. All right, guys, I'm going to go clean up and call it a day. I hope to see you on Friday. Babble out.